Thank you for signing up for our demo. I am Nora, the Zingy AI Whiz. I will give you a quick introduction to the features in Zingy that will be shown in this demo. We will be looking at pages, forms, database tables, API connections, page flow logic, and more. Let's start our journey in the Pages and Forms tab, where you would create and edit the pages and forms in your app. Usually your app has at least one page that allows the user to interact with your app. The demo app includes a few example pages and forms that we will go over. The main Zingy website is actually made using Zingy. In our demo, the page named Homepage is the Zingy website homepage. Let's choose the Edit option to bring up the page editor. Check out the various elements on the page. And view the design in different screen sizes. You can also view the page structure using the page tree view. The Page Element Library provides quick access to various built-in page elements that can be added to your page using simple drag and drop. The library is organized into categories for ease of use. To see the page in action, click on the Preview button, which will present a functional version of the page. Watch Zingy's responsive design features dynamically adapt the page layout when you switch between desktop, tablet, and mobile views. We created this cool typing animation using a simple page flow block. Let's jump into the page flow editor and take a look. Zingy's page flow offers a user-friendly interface where you can design the flow of your app's pages and forms. It provides a collection of pre-designed blocks that can be easily arranged and connected through a drag-and-drop interface. Each block represents a specific programming concept or logic, allowing you to build sophisticated programs by stacking and nesting these blocks together. The Set CSS block is used to indicate the home option in the menu bar as active. The typing animation block is used to create the typing animation with the specified list of names. While the home page uses just two simple blocks, we have some sophisticated examples in this demo that we will see later. The page named Dynamic Content was created to demonstrate Zingy's dynamic content capabilities. It displays a list of cities dynamically when the button is clicked. Preview the page and click on the Load Content button to see it work. We have a tutorial video with detailed explanation about this specific page on our YouTube channel. The info section on the page provides links to documentation and the tutorial video. The Weather API page demonstrates communicating with third-party services using the Connections feature. We use API services provided by the U.S. National Weather Service and by OpenStreetMap to look up the weather of a U.S. city or locality and display it using Zingy's dynamic content features. You can try it out by previewing the page and entering any U.S. city, state, or locality. Also check out the info section near the top that provides links to documentation. The Weather API page uses page flow to invoke the APIs and display the weather. Check out the various blocks used to implement this functionality. Before we see the next set of pages, we will digress a little and look at Zingy's database features. The Data tab is where you manage various aspects of your app's database like tables, queries, security access rules, etc. We have a tutorial video with detailed explanation about our database features on our YouTube channel. The Customers table is used by the page named Data Table widget and by the form named Customer Form. It consists of the fields as shown. For the demo, the Customers table already contains some sample data. Let's go back to the Pages tab and see the page named Data Table widget. This page consists of the data table element, configured to use the Customers table we just saw. Preview the page and see how simple it is to show your app's data on the page. Just like our other pages, we have provided links to documentation and the tutorial video in the info section at the top. After seeing how data can be displayed on pages, let's learn about data input using forms. For forms, the Zingy page editor automatically creates input elements for the fields defined in the attached database table. For the customer form, we see the general layout of the form along with the input elements for the fields. Previewing the form will present a functional version of the form. While modifications have been disabled in this demo, you can still check out the data validation features. To use this form, let's go back to the Data Table widget page and open its page flow logic. Using the Data Table Attach Form block, we can specify the form to be used by the data table element for adding and editing records. When we preview the page, we will see our customer form being shown for any editing action. Next, we'll look at the custom form. This form is not linked to a database, so we had to define its fields. The Zingy page editor then auto-generated input elements for it. Additionally, we needed to use page flow to signal completion of the data submission. The custom forms data can be sent to external databases, API calls, or any other destination. The Form Submit Complete block is used to signal completion. The page named Using Custom Form demonstrates the use of the custom form. Preview the page and see the form displayed as a modal pop-up upon clicking the Show Form button. After you enter data and submit, see the page show your data dynamically. Do go over the page flow blocks that were used to make this happen. Before we end this overview, I just want to point out the documentation and support options. In any App Editor tab, use the Help menu. In other places, clicking on the Help icon takes you directly to the relevant page in our documentation. Inside Page Flow and Cloud Flow, choose the Help option from the menu that shows when right-clicking on a block. Alright, play around in the Zingy App Editor. Please remember that modifications have been disabled. Thanks again for signing up for our demo.